I wanted to come up with this idea so that I bring all my stuff here and then I concentrate on other stuffs in the kitchen.
You can really taste when food is smoked. It gives a different type of aroma and just taste for your taste buds. We start our adventure off in a town most of us are very familiar with, which is Jinja, a beautiful town which is mainly known to be the source of the Nile. So the meaning can also give reference to the fact that the town was once a staple in trade, given its route within Uganda and the ability to cross over the Nile using little rocks. Jinja is also the home of the Rolex, a national treasure, yes, a national treasure we need to keep safe, of eggs rolled in chapati, and it's only right that we stop to get a snack before heading to the lodge. Good morning, my beautiful people. So, I feel like I'm so well rested. I'm like, I can even keep laying down. It's rainy in Jinja. This is a first for me. So at the moment, I'm just very calm, cool, and collected. But I'm very, very ready. And I feel like I'm just like mentally preparing for a culinary fusion experience with the traditional food. I am so excited. I just keep manifesting these beautiful things in my life and I'm so grateful. So yes, we're back here at Kipling Lodge as I mentioned before, and I am like so grateful. Most amazing staff, the sweetest people, and so caring and very observant. So I feel like I'm just being spoiled for the next 2 days and I'm all here for it. I love this for me, you know? Anyway, I'm so excited to show you guys the different ways to do traditional food that the chef has prepared, because I'm always ranting and going on about how we need to spice things up in our culinary world. And it's gonna be really, really nice to show you guys that as the days go by. And last night was amazing. You guys saw a little bit of snippet of that, of me just enjoying the 4-course meal that we had. And funny enough, I thought about it when I was sleeping and I was like, there's no meat in this, but it's so good. It was so good. It was so filling. Just goes to show what we can do with what we can grow in the country on our own wonderful, fresh. The key word and the theme of the whole weekend is just fresh produce. So yeah, so excited. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my coffee here while the team prepares, and hopefully when the sun goes up, we'll do a little bit of swimming or something, a little picnic. We'll see what is in store for me today, but I'm just gonna enjoy this, see the sun rise, and enjoy the Nile. I don't know if it's just me, and I know it's not just me, but I absolutely absolutely love the rain. I love the rain over the period of the nighttime. I love the rain in the morning. And then I love when it stops. That's the best thing about Uganda is it rains for a few hours and your day is good. So after my coffee, which was so delicious this morning with the beautiful, impeccable views, I now have lunch to take in. I cannot wait to try out some culinary fusion, amazing fusion of our traditional foods that we've been enjoying from like the dawn of time, but remixed now, remixed so that they can have the glory that they individually deserve. So I know that we have a delicious lunch in store and dinner as well, and we're going to leave you guys to enjoy Chef Greg and a little bit about the carpaccio and what we're going to have for lunch. So enjoy the wonderful views along the Nile.
So basically what we're gonna do here is like a really refreshing starter. Most ingredients are coming from the garden to the table. What we're going to do, it's a garden carpaccio. Basically we keep the base like tomatoes. We're going to add some watermelon, some beetroot from the garden, radish, white radish, fresh herbs, a little bit of crunch with homemade paneer, with the rucola from the garden. That will contrast with the green and the veggies. I'm pouring a lot of it. Some fresh carrot leaves, young beetroot leaves, some dill, a little bit of oxalis, which is a wild plant, bitterness with and freshness with lime zest on top of it, salt, black pepper, et voilà.
Chef Greg just made an amazing garden carpaccio outside alongside the Nile. Like, how else do you get fresh ingredients in a more fresh environment? He walked us through all the fresh ingredients, such as tomatoes. There's a little paneer. I love cheese. Oh my God. Last night I felt so fulfilled, so full, so fresh, but without feeling any type of heaviness. And it's so surprising given that I didn't have any meat, which, guys, I just feel like it's always a staple in my diet, yet the paneer was soft, well toasted. Ugh. Anyway, I feel like I'm talking a lot and I need to be eating. I love that a lot of fresh ingredients are being used that have a lot of health benefits. For example, beetroot. I didn't even know about beetroot having a lot of health benefits for your heart until my mom was introduced to a healthier lifestyle, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. Mind you, she puts it in smoothies and such, but this is such a nice and different, diverse way of having such great fresh ingredients that you wouldn't typically have in your day-to-day diet. After such a nice and light appetizer, what would be the best way to enjoy your meal is a second appetizer, slightly heavier, but so fluffy, so soft, so decadent. We're gonna go check out pizza, a charcoal oven, just zesty, delicious, fresh baked goods with Chef Franco. So let's go check out behind us. Looks so good. So can you talk about a little bit about the local ingredients that were used in this as I eat it?
The bread, I try to go like Italian, so it's a bit Italian, but I like bread. So the filling, I have suited the banana leaves. I try to do something which you cannot find anywhere else. So those are banana leaves with some herbs and spices. Then the topping is curry, it's just mayonnaise and curry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. How is it?
Oh my gosh. I'm having a heavenly experience. It's so fresh, so flavorful, so light. I love how light that the bread is. It's like focaccia. That's what's reminding me of.
Wow, sounds
This
good.
is so, so good. Thank you, chef.
You're welcome.
And I love the use of local ingredients. I love the use of banana leaves. I didn't even think you could actually eat them. We're so used to doing Luombo style with the banana leaves.
Yeah.
Even a lot of other ethnicities like Asians use banana leaves, but similar. Like they lay it out and they cook in it, but I don't know about if they eat it. So this is really, really nice.
Thank you.
Beautiful
so
fusion.
much.
Thank you,
you
chef.
so much. So this is the dish I'm gonna prepare right now. It's jackfruit curry. I'm gonna serve my jackfruit curry with rice. So after you have to remove this, put it here. Then I put my favorite sauce, which is jackfruit curry. So jackfruit curry goes well with G-nuts. So that's why I decided to add G-nuts on my plate, roasted G-nuts. Then I sprinkle even coriander around and then I finish with paprika to bring red color on top.
Thank you, Chef Franco. This looks so good. Oh.
Thank you.
I love when you get food that looks appealing. Like I feel like it tastes so much better when it looks delicious.
Wow.
It's so fresh. Oh my god. So, a little fun fact about me, as much as I'm Ugandan, I actually don't like jackfruit and a few other things, but in the curry, it's so good. It's such a great addition. And I feel like it works for people who love jackfruit and those who don't. So how did you realize that it would be great in a curry and that to add the nuts around it as well? What made you guys decide? Made you decide to do that?
Yeah, I decided to do that. Actually, I wanted to come up with jackfruit curry because we have a lot of jackfruit trees around the lodge. So that's why I decided to come up with that nice, beautiful dish. And then I know that jackfruit curry goes well with roasted G-nuts. So that's why I decided to add on roasted G-nuts on my plate.
Okay.
Yeah, because they go well and I want even to feel crunchy into your mouth.
Yes,
So, yeah.
actually that's a very good point. You got a lot of different textures and flavors throughout every single bite, which is so nice. I think you know this as a chef, we don't play around with our Ugandan ingredients enough.
Yeah.
So even just seeing jackfruit curry, seeing G-nuts done differently, this is so nice, chef.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for such a great dish.
Thank
I'm
you.
enjoying. So culturally, have we always been making clay pots?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then usually, culturally, what do we use them for mostly, besides decoration?
Culturally or traditionally,
Yes.
people like pots for water.
Okay.
They also take the pots for rituals. We have cooking pots.
Okay.
We also, there are sometimes stores for cereals. Traditionally, some people used to do pottery as a therapy, especially the grandies.
Yes.
Like my grandma, even after the introduction of gel cans or plastics, she lost the market for the pots.
Okay. So that's how you ended up getting into pot making. It's from your grandmother.
It's from the grand.
That's beautiful.
I thought in between, after I went in for education,
Yes,
I went
yes.
for art. But even in specialization, I had to go back to pottery because
Yes.
it was in spirit.
Yes, of course. And it's such a beautiful, I love working with my hands. As we were talking earlier, I love to sew. I love to just create. So this is
Yeah.
something I can see how it would be so therapeutic to sit there, especially beside the Nile. You're just hearing the beauty of nature and then making things from nature.
After a long period of discovery and reading and meeting a number of people, I happened to learn of a story. In China, traditionally, the more you had a little foot, the more you were beautiful.
Yes, yes. That
Beauty
I
was not
remember.
judged by the face
Yes.
or the carvings, but,
It was a small foot
Yeah.
binding the feet.
but it was a secret to protect women from jumping to other men. Because when we were young, they could give you a little shoe which you could wear for the rest of your life. And just imagine an aged lady putting on a shoe of a 10-year-old girl. It was a big torture.
Yeah, it was.
But the way they could release the pain, normally they used to have headache. The way they could release the headache from them, they used to go and do pottery. So they could go to the pottery and get relieved. So this became big business later because the more they wanted to be beautiful by the size of the foot, it was paint to the head and the medicine to the head, or the chua was pottery. That's why it became the biggest pottery maker for many years. Later they went in porcelain and
Fine china, even the fact that we call it that, their
Yes.
materials, yes.
much as later it changed, but that was the big,
Wow.
it's what developed the culture
Wow.
of pottery.
Well, I had no idea. I knew about the binding, but I think I knew as a young girl, so I didn't know the reason why they would bind their feet. That's so interesting, but this is very therapeutic.
But
So
later they discovered they stopped with the torture, but it's after the culture had grown up.
okay, this is so
I
interesting.
think you can make the edge a little
A
smaller.
little thinner, right?
Thinner.
Okay. So I wet my hands.
Yes.
Okay.
You just hold like this, then the top should go on becoming thin. Yes. Yeah, it's done.
Is that? Okay, let me just squeeze it a little more.
I think it's
Okay.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Me too. So this has been very fun, and I love that they have pottery lessons here with William, because they actually do serve a lot of the dishes from pottery made here at Kipling Lodge. So I love the tie-in of using nature as well to have such beautiful culinary dishes and to enjoy them. I don't think people realize that plating is so important, and how you eat your food is almost as important as the food you eat. So I love that this is such a great experience, and I want to have something fun out of this. Maybe a little bit of water. Oh!
I would have clapped for you if
Put
I
it
did.
up, Clay. So I can just put it there.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Look at my little kapot. So, as you can see, I'm full of clay, and this was so much fun. Oh my God, I love working with my hands. But a girl's getting a bit hungry, so I'm gonna go get ready for dinner. I'm not gonna lie, when I read posho and beans, I was like, how are they gonna play up a dish that was served in like boarding schools to so many people, and just so many people now just have such like a terrible vision about it. Of course they still eat it, but it's just very like, you know. So when I saw this, it was not what I was expecting. I am very, very excited to eat this, and I feel like I'm talking a lot. Let me take my bite. Let's just take the whole bite. It's a little itty bitty thing. Let's just take the whole bite. That was really good. From the crunchiness of the fried posho to the softness of the G-nuts, and I love G-nuts, but I feel like you guys already know that. And then the sweetness of the banana, and then the crunch of the G-nuts, like actual peanuts. All of that in your mouth all at once is like a culinary explosion. It was really, really good. Oh, I love that. Now let me do the matoke. All right. I think it's that avocado. Let's see. I see some onion. That's how you do matoke. Really, really good. A little crunch, softness, flavor, this little bit of spice on it. I'm not a chef, but I'm like paprika, Cajun, I don't know. But the onion added a little an added punch to it as well. Such a good appetizer. Oh, I want more. And I feel like our portions traditionally, culturally are huge. So it's nice to have something bite-sized and appreciate it for what it is in its moment as an appetizer. Oh, 10 out of 10. So we are on meal number 2, which is a pineapple gazpacho, and I'm really excited because I love pineapple. So any which way you want to give it to me, if it's in a burger, it's a pineapple cut up, if it's any way possible, I will take it. So I'm very excited, and I don't want to not do chef justice, so I'm not going to explain all the ingredients in it because it was an amalgamation of delicious ingredients and produce. But there's also a bread on top, which has various different things like tomatoes, cucumbers, and then a mayonnaise, a curry mayonnaise, and it's garnished with, I think, basil. I don't know, I'm just me in my kitchen thinking I know something here and there. Anyway, enough talking. Food is for eating. All right. Oh, it's so good. It's so fresh. You can taste all the herbs. I feel like this is so healthy for you, which I'm like, this is more me, more my thing, given these days I'm a gym head. This is really, really good. Let's take a bite out of this delicious bread. So I've concluded that I need to bathe in this mayonnaise. Like, I want this curry mayonnaise in my home all day, every day. It's so good. We've had it on various different things, and I'm like, what is this? Absolutely delicious. Oh, I can't wait for course number 3. Course number 3, we have a coffee risotto with mushrooms, and fun fact, I actually don't like mushrooms, but I appreciate food and anything for the YouTube. So we're gonna enjoy this meal that smells absolutely delicious, and it seems really warm and hearty, so I'm excited. Oh, I love cream. Coffee is such a staple in Ugandan cuisine as well. We are known for our coffee worldwide, so this is a fun fusion twist. So Chef Franco, last time we were here, this wasn't a thing, but it looks so interesting. It looks very authentic, and you can get like the richness of the food from the vegetables, the fruits, the meats. Can you talk to us about this, what you've built, why you've built it?
Yeah, like last time I used the barbecue oven.
Yes.
So, but this time I wanted to come up with this idea because the other style takes a lot of time.
Yes,
it takes a lot of time.
Yes.
So I wanted to come up with this idea so that I bring all my stuff here and then I concentrate on other stuff in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah. And then to bring even that taste of the smoke into my meat, vegetables.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that taste of the smoke.
Yes, and you can really taste when food is smoked. It gives a different type of aroma and just taste for your taste buds. So can you talk to us a little bit about the different vegetables, fruits, and meats that you have here? Can you cook anything here, or is it specific?
Yes, exactly. You can cook everything, whatever you want.
Okay.
Like now I have chicken, I have steak, I have
Yes.
pineapples, tomatoes, matoke. You can bring all the stuff, whatever you want here.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can get that taste of the
Yeah,
smoke.
so it's really like barbecuing, just
Yeah,
a
exactly.
bit different. What's the difference then here? Because you can just allow it to stay longer? Is that why?
No, if you use this style, actually it can stay longer
Okay.
and it can bring that taste which I've talked
okay,
about, that
okay.
taste of the smoke.
Okay.
And if you go with the other style, you can't have that taste.
Not
Yeah.
to this extent.
that
Okay.
extent, yeah.
This is so wonderful. So now, given all the things I see here, what do you plan on making?
So now I'm gonna do the brunch.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use this chicken, the steak for the brunch. Then I can make a very nice gazpacho out of the pineapple. I
another
can make
gazpacho.
soup out of the capsicum, tomatoes. Yeah, that's the idea.
I am so excited. Your food is delicious.
Thank you.
I'm ready to eat, so I don't want to keep up too much of your time. I'll let you continue and get ready to have some brunch. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm really excited. We're here for lunch, just giving a light first course, which I'm all about. And I see guacamole. I love avocados. I love tomatoes. I love onions. I love bread. I love it all. What more can a girl ask for? Oh. What I loved is when you get your first bite, you smell the aroma from the herbs, and then you bite into it, and the herbs blend so well with the guacamole that it's just so good. The bread is so fluffy, it's so soft, but yet crisp in a perfect way. It's not too much, it's not too little. It's just right. It's really amazing seeing the ingredients as you see them being roasted by the barbecue or just growing naturally around in the area, and then seeing them being prepared freshly in the kitchen by the chefs, cooked so beautifully and to perfection within the pizza oven, and then served right on my plate. I wish I could eat like this every day. I really should be able to. Unfortunately, all great things have to come to an end and we need to go back to Kampala. I had the most amazing time, as always, at Kipling Lodge, and I'm so grateful that they invited me to experience traditional fusion, you guys. I keep saying this, but I'm not joking. I manifested this. I'm always saying how we have such a beautiful base and foundation within the Ugandan culture and our foods from north, south, east, west, everywhere. But we need to spice it up. So it's been so nice to experience that, from the posho and beans appetizer and matoke to the jackfruit curry. There's so many things. I was just like, this is everything and more. So I just want to see more of this, more of these culinary experiences, more of these pop-ups, more restaurants that really challenge our palate, challenge our cuisine and what we have been so accustomed to knowing, and just switching it up a little bit. Having grown up in Toronto, I think that's what's pushing me so much, because I have friends from all over the world that I grew up with, and I've tried so many different cuisines from all different cultures, and it's so cool that they have always played around with their fusions and tried this and tried that. And I feel like we're too great, we're too amazing. We need to be doing that. We need to be challenging ourselves and putting ourselves on the map internationally and being like, yeah, this is matoke, this is posho and beans, and this is what it looks like, and how you can have an array of an explosion of different flavors in your mouth all at once from one little bite, and you're just like, what is going on here? That is what I want to see more of. So this has been phenomenal, and you guys know I just like to eat. Girl likes to eat. And not only that, a girl loves beautiful views. Oh my gosh, like, what a better way to experience our wonderful country, our wonderful fresh foods, then with a beautiful view of the Nile. So this has been everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll leave all the information of Kipling Lodge below, and definitely check out their chefs as well because they're amazing and they're so friendly. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button, and I'll check you guys in my next video. Bye guys!